So let's talk about retinoids. You guys have all heard about retinoids. I talk about tretinoin all the time on my channel because I've used tretinoin many years in my life, and so obviously I have a lot of personal experience with tretinoin, but there are a few different types of retinoids, and I was looking into some other information which basically led me to information on retinoids, and I was like, okay, I should do a video on this. So here we are. This is what I have learned. So retinoid, you'll see it like when it's spoken of, it basically is just vitamin A, but there are different types of tretinoin. Some of the more popular ones are like tretinoin, adapalene, something called tazarotene. I've never used that one, and then isotretinoin. The isotretinoin, you guys have probably heard the most about that. There's lots of YouTube videos on that. And you know, the side effects, it is a pretty serious retinoid, but a lot of people have really great results with it. So retinoids are used for basically treating acne or different like sun damage or hyperpigmentation. So some of these work from the inside out, others are used topically. I know the tretinoin for sure lightens. I'm not sure about the adapalene or the other ones exactly, but 100% the tretinoin does. Though when I was looking into it, it's kind of funny because like it said, usually these are used with other products. So if you're using a retinoid, there's usually other things that are prescribed, because most of these you cannot get over the counter. In fact, the only one that you could just go out and buy right now is like retinol, and I think retinol is like a weaker form of retinoid. Like it's still a retinoid, but it's just, you know, it's weaker and you don't have to have a prescription to go buy it. So most of them, you do have to be, you know, see a dermatologist or see your doctor, whatever, before you can, you know, even go buy it. And then I know adapalene, I had tried a product with adapalene in it, and I think it was a name brand product, and it was just so expensive. It was like $400, and so obviously I did not keep that up. But adapalene is one of the best retinoids, like if you have very sensitive skin. So I think it has the least amount of side effects to it. I was prescribed it for my acne, but like I said, it was way too expensive for me, and the tretinoin actually did the job. So I was happy with that. But for tretinoin, we'll get into some of the side effects, but I could see why some people would rather do adapalene than tretinoin, because you can have some irritation with it. Basically what retinoids do is they just increase your skin cell turnover, and it stops the transfer of melanin to your skin. So it kind of stops it like right in its tracks. This usually happens during the phase of like the tyrosinase phase, and it's just interesting that there are lots of topicals that will kind of spread out or disperse the melanin, and then there's others that stop it from being formed, and then there's some that like slow it down. I believe the retinoids are some that like actually slow it down if you're using other products to like block it completely. I mean, is there even a product that exists that would block it completely? I don't think so. I think you will always have some type of color to your skin, but it definitely won't be as dark, depending on the products you're using, of course. So I definitely don't have all the answers, but if there is a product on the market that could completely take out any and all melanin, like that doesn't sound realistic to me. I think majority of them just slow it down and make it to where it's not as dark, but there's still going to be something in it. So when we're talking about like dosages of this, for the tretinoin, you can get it in like 0.05%. That's the percent I've always used. I've always been prescribed it. So the 0.05 or the 0.1%, I can't remember which one is the stronger. The one I've always had prescribed to me is the 0.05, and it works great. Of the doctors that have prescribed it to me, some of them have been in other states, and it's usually about the same thing when using like this retinoid, that you have to ease your skin into it because there are side effects. There's no way of getting around retinoid side effects, no matter what retinoid you're using. Like I said, adapalene is the best one if you have very sensitive skin. So the side effects for tretinoin is like dryness, irritation, peeling. The peeling phase is like where that new baby skin starts to come up to the surface, and so this is why it's like a penetration enhancer for whatever like product you're putting on your skin. It's the same phase that your skin goes to after you've done a chemical peel, after your skin has, like, you know, it gets dry and it crusty and then it falls off, and then you have that new fresh BB skin underneath, and then that skin is like basically ready to just absorb absolutely anything you put on it. So you have to make sure that what you're using is, you know, of good quality. But with the tretinoin, basically what they have you do is that you'll go to using it maybe every 2 days or every other day, and you just have to train your skin because you're going to have side effects. And so you'll use it once a day. You never use it during the daytime because it will make your skin very sensitive to the light. You could have redness, your skin could burn. You know, your skin kind of is more sensitive on this, 100%. Also, I've usually been told, like, after I wash my face at night, to wait like 15 to 20 minutes until my skin is completely dry. 15 to 20 minutes, and then put on the tretinoin. I don't know why exactly, but it's always been recommended to do this, so I'm just gonna pass it on to you. This might help with getting your skin accustomed to it. I don't know what happens if your skin is still a little damp when you're putting it on, but just make sure your skin is just completely dry before you're putting it on, and wait that 15 to 20 minute period after you've cleansed and washed your face. As you're using the tretinoin or whatever retinoid you're prescribed, basically you would go from every other day or every 2 days, and you know, if you're still having issues, you just work it up to every single day. But it's something where you just ease your skin into it, because you are going to have some redness. It might be itchy. You want to be really careful because you could like break the skin, so don't scratch out your face or anything like that. If you're putting it on your chest, you'll notice what I mean. Like, the skin feels a little weakened at first, but the more it gets used to it, the easier it will be to use. And you'll notice that if you had any acne, that acne will start clearing up. I noticed anyways, if I would like miss a night or miss a day, I usually would get more breakouts. But if I was on it every single day using the tretinoin, it would definitely keep it at bay. It's great for like if you have like a lot of like body acne, like back acne. It'll work on hormonal acne. I mean, it's good to have. It's good to have. Like, if you want to pay the money to go see the dermatologist, and then obviously the prescription, I mean, I could sing the praises of retinoids all day. There's one woman on YouTube, she used it for like 20 years or so. Like, tretinoin is not new. Retinoids in general aren't really new. And it really helps with preventing fine lines and wrinkles. So if you do have acne like as an adult and you're using tretinoid or something like this for many years, it might actually pay off in the long run. I haven't been on tretinoid for a very long time. It's been a couple months now, so I kind of want to get back to it because I do see the long-term benefits of using it, but mostly I just want it now because I'm going to be adding it into a cream to use all over my body. So instead of just using in my acne spots, like obviously my chin area and like my back, though my back hasn't really been breaking out since I did that chemical peel, it hasn't, so I'm very happy. But I want to use it all over. Like the research said, using it on its own, the results are going to be slow if you're doing it for lightening, but like it still worked. Like, it worked on my face 100%. So yeah, just some food for thought.